Yeah, welcome to today's live stream. We are going to be talking about a particular question that one of you asked, and that's about somebody having a disability. Can that person become a pilot or not? So, in case you're new here and you don't know me, my name is Princess Anu, and on this channel we talk about aviation, motivation, and adventure. And I'm going to be discussing this topic under several aspects, like general depend on the kind of disability that a person has, and some certificates or some licenses kind of under soda is statement of demonstrated ability. So firstly, okay, I can see El Nino. Thank you so much for joining me in the live stream. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, or you can also ask your questions, like if you have questions. But I would just want to touch this as quickly as possible before we kind of call it a day. Then I'll try as much as possible to between live streams, like as frequent as possible, because we have a lot of questions. And in case you're new here and you've not subscribed, please do me that favor, click on the subscribe button and the bell, so that whenever I post any video you'll be able to see it. Now, talking about disabilities, firstly I want you to ask, what kind of disability does this person have? Because it's going to really depend on the kind of disability. Could it be a, like, okay, the person that access one of the leg is kind of shorter than the other. Romeo, welcome. So it's, this has a lot to do with the aviation medical examiner. Whatever the aviation medical examiner says, that is what definitely the school or the flight school or the regulation, the either NCAA or FAA or IASA, whichever body controlling you, is going to go with. So if an aviation medical examiner says you're good to go, then definitely you're good to go. But if person says no, you can't fly, then you can't fly. Because most people ask me this question, and I am not an aviation medical examiner. But now, there's also something I would like you. Okay, sorry for that. There's also something I would like you to know, that some people statements of demonstrated ability. That's people that have some kind of disabilities. For instance, there are pilots that have just one eye. There are pilots that have just one arm. There are pilots that their arms are not complete. There are pilots that I've seen a lady on YouTube here that she doesn't have her arms, but she flies. She kind of flies with her legs, but she's giving a statement of demonstrated ability, and she's also a private pilot license holder. That means she can fly herself, she can fly her family members, maybe no more than I think 5 persons, and depend on the distance that she wants to go is kind of like limited. Hi, Abami, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. It's nice having you here. So these are some things. There are some things that you have to think about. Now let me read what the regulation says concerning someone that has a statement of demonstrated ability. Like, for you to be able to have a statement of demonstrated ability, before they can give you a statement of demonstrated ability, that means either one part of your body or something has an issue. So you have to prove that you can do what someone that has the both of them can do. If, for instance, someone that has one eye and you want to become a pilot, you need to prove that you can do what someone that has two eyes can actually do. So that's where they give you a statement of demonstrated ability. That's, you have demonstrated to regulation, or you have demonstrated to the regulatory body that you can actually perform your duties without any issue. Okay, I would like to read this. General information, airman appeals, that statement of demonstrated ability. I have color blind. Can I become a pilot? I don't know if people that have color blindness, because you obviously need, because you need it to fly mainly at night, like color blindness, because there are a lot of things you need to be able to differentiate. So I really don't know, but it's best you ask an aviation medical examiner. But for now, I'd just like to read about this soda statement of demonstrated ability. Okay, at the discretion of the federal air surgeon, which can be an aviation medical examiner, a statement of demonstrated ability, which is SODA, may be granted instead of an authorization. to a person whose disqualifying condition is static or non-progressive, and who has been found capable of performing airman duties without endangering public safety. So they can actually give you a certification, they can actually give you an authorization if you have been found to demonstrate abilities without affecting public safety. Like I said, I use an example for someone that has one eye can actually perform duties of someone that has two eyes. So that is the best way I can kind of like explain this thing to you, that you'll be able to understand. So if you have a disability, your disability is not a total, it's not totally out of the way, as in, like, you cannot conclude that you cannot become a pilot, because there's still hope for you to become a pilot based on the level of your disability. if you can if you can prove to the FAA or to the NCAA or to the IASA, whichever regulatory body that is kind of, hi Al Amin Muhammad, hi, welcome. If you can actually prove to the bodies that you can perform what somebody that has the both of them, like now you say, okay, one of the legs are short, but you can use the rudder pedals effectively just like someone that has his two legs normal, then to a large extent you will be given soda. So but it's an aviation medical examiner that determines that determines the kind of person that is going to get a soda. So let me finish reading what we have here concerning what the regulation says concerning getting a soda. Now, a soda, which is statement of demonstrated ability, does not expire and authorizes a designated examiner to issue a medical certificate of a specified class if the examiner finds that the condition described on the soda has not adversely changed. For instance, if that eye, what you're using that eye to do, and someone that has two eyes, or someone that has two functional eyes, you have not deteriorated, because when somebody has an issue maybe with any part of the body and all that, it gets to a time that something starts to deteriorate. That's why you see people that are 40 years and above, is it 40 or 60, I think 60 years and above, their medicals, the timing at which they do their medicals is different. Like if you go for medicals every 12 months, you might have to go for medicals every 6 months, because when you get older, your immune system and everything begins to like go down. The way you were active when you were younger is not the same way you're active when you are getting older. So everything starts to go down. This is what actually happens. So if they check you and you have not deteriorated based on how they found you the last time, so that does not expire based on what you can see that the regulation is saying. So that does not expire. So they keep checking you. They issue a medical certificate, either a class 1 or a class 2 or a class 3 medical certificate that says, oh, you're still good to go. Okay, they say in granting a SODA, the federal air surgeon may consider the person's operational experience and any medical facts that may affect the ability of the person to perform airman duties. So these things has to do with you performing your duties properly. So if you can do all this, you're not going to have any issues. So whatever sickness or illness or disability that you have, I don't want you to immediately rule out yourself. I want you to go meet an authorized aviation medical examiner to check you and know if that your disability is actually a disqualifying one. If you can actually get a SODA, because a lot of people don't know about getting a SODA, statement of demonstrated ability. A lot of people don't know about this, but you can actually get SODA that will enable you to perform your duties, that will enable you to fly. Because if somebody that has one and a little arm can do what somebody that has two arms can do, then there is no point of disqualifying the person. That kind of a thing. So that's what the regulation is talking about. So if you follow the regulations, trust me, you're going to be at a very good edge. So I thought I should answer this particular question now, because like I said, a lot of people are preparing to start up their aviation careers in this coming year, and I'm here to help. Especially any question I see that this has to be answered as urgent as possible, I'll do well to like visit it as urgent as possible and give you the proper answers. So for the question that's been asked today, I'll try and treat it probably in tomorrow's live stream or in next tomorrow's live stream. So forgive me if I've not been able to touch a question today. I will definitely do well to touch them. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's live stream. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for everyone that came. Abami, thank you. Alma, thank you. El Nino Aviation, thank you. All of you guys, thank you so so much. Al Amin, thank you. I really appreciate all of you. So till I meet you in the next episode of this live stream, keep watching Princess Anu TV. Bye guys. Mwah. I love you.